Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, all visitors. Good afternoon, or good evening. Sorry, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Um, as you guys see, the title is questions and answer. Okay, answers. So I would like, well, at this time, I'll be asking anyone who's interested to please, I don't know if I think the link is there. Because, of course, we'll have to conversate. This is about questions and answers pertaining to the B sector, of course. Um, I think I did the title wrong too. Anyway, who is here? We're not gonna delay this. So I'm gonna go forward. Hi, see who's here. Hi, Regina Myers. Good evening. Thanks for being here. You're more present. Everyone who is here at this time, you're all students, okay? So we have the regular students, we have the ones who, returning students and so forth. Please, all you guys, anyone who is in the trees, please get off in the trees and come and sit up in class. No one is going to bother you, okay? No one is going to bother you. Trust and believe. I promise that, okay? Ronnie Q, hi, babe. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. You're more present too. That's my Ronnie Q, okay? That's my Ronnie Q. Angela T, thank you so much for Angela T White, sorry. Thank you for being here. You're more present. Also, J Truth, hey, thank you so much for being here. You're more present. Charlene Johnson, yes, very good student. You're more present also. Auntie Donna, hi. Oh, I love my Auntie Donna. Thank you so much for being here. You're more present. Just Comfort Zone, thank you so much for being here. You're also more present. Crafts and Halls, thank you so much, baby, for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, even taking the time out of your Saturday to be here with me. Okay, it's greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Okay, it's no fun speaking to yourself. That's crazy. Hi, Carrie. Hi, baby. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. And we gotta fix something. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Anyway, so the reason for me being here today, it just dawned on me. It's just something to shoot. It's to shoot the shit. What can I say about question and answers, right? And this is mostly about me asking questions. Maybe you guys have a lot to add in or things to take away. So in the B sector, right? Are there any rules or handbooks in how we fight? Or should they be rules and regulation um in the way how we will fight? You know? Um I don't know because apparently there were rules and regulation when I got here first. Okay? Because I don't know if I fix up this link or whatever I have to do just in case if anybody has something. I wish I get a lot of guests today and I do a lot of business today that someone will come up and answer, someone will be here up here with me, because they'll have a lot of questions to answer, to ask. So yes. So do you think, okay, when I got here first, right? There were some rules. It was more of a request to me of asking people, you know, all the YouTubers to leave children out of our mess, you know. Um, it was mostly on that, right? To give the children some sort of respect, you know. But we see that did not work. So what other if that did not work, do you think anything else would, in how far we will get down and how low we would we go and how low should we go? Should we stop this or it is what it is? So I would like to hear from you guys what you feel, what your feelings are. If you have something to add to this, let me what I have to do? I have to press guess, I think. Okay. I think that's what I have to do. Okay. I hope I'm doing it right. Yes. So I hope that's what I'm doing. Oh damn, I'm talking to myself too. Anyway, so yes, what you guys think on this matter, because it's something, just to pass the time. Maybe there is some, I know it can be look, I don't know if there will ever be a solution on this, but what I don't understand, when there is a fight, and it depends apparently on the content creator, who the fight is about or surrounding, and then you will see rules and regulations is popping up from everyone as though there is a handbook. Because if there is a handbook and how we fight in the B sector, I have not seen it, or someone should publish one, you know? And would we go along with that handbook? Will we adapt to that? So what are you guys thinking? What are your thoughts on that? You know, what are your thoughts on that? Honestly, should there have been something in place? But if even something is in place, right? The only time people will learn by something is if when you break a rule, then you're being punished, right? If there is no punishment that is involved when you break the rules, then people is going to continue doing what they're doing right now. I don't know if you guys agree, you know, you could agree to disagree or whatever that term is. So, yes. So that's what we're speaking about today. So if there's anyone, you know, is willing to come up and we could continue this conversation, that'd be nice. Then I pin the link. I think I pinned the link. I think I pinned the link. Let me see. Yes, I pinned the link already because it said on pin. I know I pinned it, so I don't know what's going on. Yes, I pinned the link already. I hope I'm doing it right. So yes, that is what we're speaking on today, right? So is there anyone that is willing to come up to so that we could discuss this further? Is there, yeah, I mean, it's in the chat, you could say how you feel about that. Don't be afraid to say, and to give your opinion. No one could do anything to you. Yeah. So I think it's something we could, yeah. So what you guys think? Please, somebody, anyone, you know. Because yeah, I've noticed something. I think it was last week or this week, and I'm like, this is confusing. Because I know in this beef sector is a lot of things that they were saying, okay, we shouldn't do this or we shouldn't do that. And probably if in our sector here, I would like to know if that would have worked. If, like, okay, we have this in place and we said, please do not bring the kids in. Let's just say, for example, and we said, okay, if this content creator does this, what should be the punishment? And could we have agreed as a group to put something in place and for everyone to respect it? Do you think that would have worked? It's like a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Who knows? So, what do you guys think about that? Okay, I have someone here. I'm not even looking. Okay, what I have to do, I guess. Okay, okay. I hope I did this right. Hi, Ronnie Q.
Hey, Wave.
Evening.
Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes, I could hear you.
Okay.
Can you guys hear
So
Ronnie Q?
what I
Because I'm
do,
hearing you clear. Go ahead.
I govern myself by my own moral code,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing that governs me. Now,
Mm-hmm.
as far as rules in the beef sector, you notice that people have different levels of moral codes that don't align with mine. So
Mm-hmm.
my rule is to not to fall into codes of ethic that don't align with mine, to just because someone may do that to me or something to that effect. I just stick to my own moral ground
Mm-hmm.
and not sink to lower levels, because everyone on here have differences of what they feel is acceptable, um, whether it be talking about doxing, whether it
Mm-hmm.
be talking about kids, dead relatives, and people who are not on the internet, who may be in your family. That's just not where I'm from. So it's just like sticking to your own moral code for me. And unfortunately, some people benefit from doing those types of behaviors. So it's
True.
no way you're going to be able to put a rule on them to not continue to do them, because they're benefiting from this.
True.
So and they're not going to stop as long as they see the benefits. But it's up to me as an individual
Mm-hmm.
to garner where and who I am going to support if they
Correct.
continue behaviors that don't align with mine, or that I don't enjoy the things that they do.
Correct. Another thing I was thinking about. Now, is it fair, right? Like you have some content creator is gonna bring their businesses out here, right? And how do you want to how I don't know if they're expecting to be treated differently. So some of their business comes out as commentary, and I don't know what they want you to hold back, because for me it's a free game once you bring something out here, and especially something that could be hidden, that you should not have
Mhm.
brought out here. How are you going to tell me what how far can I get down, how much should I speak on? I don't understand that. It's very confusing.
Yeah, but if you bring something out here, and you have to expect that, you know, everyone is different. Everyone is not going to look favorably on what you put out here. So you're going to get people who have unfavorable opinions of what you chose to bring out here, and they may voice those opinions to you. So
Correct.
I don't see why you have to be careful if you're going to be sensitive about any uh, opinions that differ from yours, or that may hurt your feelings and stuff. So that's why you people need to be cautious of what they bring out here. And it's like we seen recently that it was some very intimate details brought out here by Seven Stars about herself, and
Correct.
she she balks at anyone who has an opinion that is not aligned with her, with being okay with everything she says about that. But in these situations, I mean, this is a very heavy situation. So she brought it out here, and you know a lot of people have a lot of varying opinions about that, and a lot of people have a lot of opinions about the people who are saying, "Oh, congratulations," and we support you, and all that type of stuff. Everybody has the right to make a choice to do what to do with their life, and how to plan for things that are going on in their life. But if you're going to put it out here on YouTube, expect people to not have a favorable opinion of it sometimes.
Correct, 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 correct. And that is the part I don't understand, because everybody have a difference of opinion, and who is there for her is there for her, right? And we free to speak on how we see things, right? And that should not be a blasting and oh, you're bad minded or you're jealous, because I don't know what the hell should we be jealous about. I don't understand that. That's the first thing they will throw in your face. Or you're just being evil, or you just being, or you treating this person badly, or why would you say that? Why the fuck you bring it out here? If you don't want it to speak on, right? You brought it out here. But her excuse was that okay, that she was saying that this was on YouTube. Okay, it was on YouTube. Okay, you brought it out here. But this is the problem. You started a relationship here for everyone to see. That's okay. But when it comes to what is going on in the bedroom, should we do we have to know about that?
Well, I don't I personally don't choose to put that out here, but if she, she definitely has the right to put it out here, but understand what comes with it.
Correct, correct, correct. And that's what I don't understand, because these people, like, they're very confusing, and some things they agree upon and something they don't. And yes, I glad, let's touch that subject. Let's touch that because that's a lot to say. Now, first of all, to me, and I'm not taking it back, and no, I'm not taking it back because that's how I feel, that's how it looked to me. Maybe it looked differently to others, but it looked like you're trying to smoke someone out because you're being ignored, you see? And that's why I look at it. So you're bringing anything and everything to the table, thinking that you're shaming this person and hoping that this person will come out to represent themselves or to say something on their behalf. And which, in not knowing, all you're doing is embarrassing your own self. Is, hey, nothing is gonna bring him out. Worse yet, a baby. They ran from babies. They'll be with you all the time, and as soon as you get pregnant, if they have money, they'll say, and they don't even say, okay, like, let's discuss it. Are we ready for this baby? They will say, and the words are, get rid of, you getting rid of that, right? Like it's nothing. You getting rid of that, right? Like their
Mhm.
body is going through the trauma. You getting rid of that, right? And you see what is wrong with some of our females? We condone this kind of bad behavior by some of these bitches. You see, because they're the big bitches. Because you're gonna speak on a child, a human being, because at the end of the day, okay, something formulating there, whether it's 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and you're gonna ask this lady that you were saying all the time, I love you, da, 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 da. You getting rid of that, right? You got to get rid of that. I'm not ready for babies and all of that bullshit. Should you blame her? Who is that blame? Who have the most, you know, to be at fault? Who is at fault more? Sorry, who is at fault more?
Well, the bottom line is, you didn't have to, okay, prior to the internet,
Uh
there
huh.
was a life prior to the internet. We all know.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us know. What should I
Uh
say?
huh.
Prior to the internet. So, we, what you described as a woman trying to snuff a man out, trying to get a man's attention,
Mm-hmm.
who has like ghost them. So
Mm-hmm.
prior to the internet, this has happened. This has really happened prior to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Women have said, told everybody who may be able to contact a man, let him know that I'm pregnant. This has happened before. They could or could not be pregnant. We have yet to understand if the validity of this pregnancy, but they could or could not be pregnant, and they could still tell anybody who can get in contact with this person to let them know that they're pregnant, to try to snuff them out. So this is not anything brand new, but they usually will not do it in front of a world audience. So let's be clear here. This is nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. But to put it out for the world audience, and to put it out for anybody who runs across it to have an opinion about it, to digest it, and all of that stuff, that is, I think that's why, for a certain demographic of people, that seems like strange. And for people who I have grown up with the internet, who are accustomed and used to putting all their personal business out on the internet, it may seem like nothing. I mean, people overshare about themselves all the time on the internet nowadays, and they think that it is a normal behavior. So when somebody who finds it abnormal, they want to balk and fight at them because you know some people are not accustomed to putting all their business out on the internet.
Correct. Correct. Because I know a lot of people did not agree. Because I did a little live about the situation because like like the lady 7-Eleven, like she was a little upset about that she was not getting the response that she wanted. Because I'm like, okay, everybody is saying congratulations, all that. Okay, nothing wrong with that. A woman have a right to choose what they want, you know. I do not condone abortion or whatever, I don't, well, it's a woman right to choose. Okay, let's just say that I'm not into that, but sometimes it's necessary to do what you have to do, right? But before we get there, we are all grown people. We should, at this day and age, in this century, we should know, you understand, to protect ourselves, not only um about pregnancy, but what about STDs and all of those things,
Hmm.
do you love a man that much that you will take those kind of chances? But you're the same kind of lady that will sit down and trash others if that shit had turned around. And next thing too, I'm like, okay, you ought to tell her congratulations, the ones who is there applauding her, a cheerleading and all of those things. Nobody ever stopped to say, wait a minute, aren't you in a room? People, I don't know if it's delusion or what. Aren't you in a room? And don't you think, instead of you spending time out here speaking to strangers that don't give two fucks about you, don't you think it would be better all spent looking for some way that will able to accommodate yourself and child? Because
And
you cannot raise a child in a room.
And this is why a lot of people, don't have an outside life. This is why a lot of people live in delusions and have no outside contacts, friends, family members that they associate with, and all this type of stuff, because it allows them to live in the delusion that they want to create about their lives. They can be anybody, any fantasy person on the internet, and if people on the internet buy into it, then they can feed their delusions and they can stay in their delusions, and when in fact that their life is not set up as they present, on the internet. So um the thing about that is, it's sort of like how the news used to be. When you
Mm-hmm.
used to watch the news, you get different topics, and they cover like uh, uh, entertainment, politics, sports, weather, and they go the gamut and stuff. But now, since you have the internet, you don't have to hear things that you don't want to hear. You can go to a particular the conservative news station and only hear conservative viewpoints and think that this is how everything goes, and there's no opposing content. Or you can go to a progressive news channel and hear progressive news, progressive ideas that you would never hear, because you can pick and choose what reality you want to live in, all the way down to listening to the local and world news. So, this is one of the things that the internet provides you. It provides a shell for you if you want to stay in your delusions to live in. But then when someone breaks through and have an idea like, are you serious? This is not how the world works. If somebody breaks in and say, no, it's not okay for Trump to be indicted, do you
Mm-hmm.
think he's still going to be president? And then you have people who have never heard that idea say, well, why wouldn't he be president? That's the same thing with Seven Stars. It's like, yeah, oh, that's good, congratulations, oh, I'm so happy for you. And then you hear somebody break through and say, how did you get pregnant? Didn't you say that he had a uncurable STD? Well, that
Mm-hmm.
means you were having unprotected sex with him. And then you have shaken her reality, her bubble of what her delusions of life is. And then it's like, how dare you? And anybody who has been living in that bubble, who has been supporting her bubble, just, like attacks you and like, how dare you? So I think that's what it is.
And you see, that's what I don't understand, because I for the life of me, I don't understand this, because first of all, she came out and she told us, right, that this guy had six other children, and that may be autistic, and or they have some kind of problems, each and every one of these kids. Along with that, about a herpes situation. Along with that, while people was asking her about their bedroom shit and all of that, all she was busy saying, she was on birth control, she was on birth control, and not at one time I hear anything but using a condom. So I don't understand, the way how people think, but they want to be like they're above, they're so smart. It's not even about this, don't have anything about the level of education. It is all about common sense. My goodness.
Yeah, because some you find some educated women fall into the same type of
True, true,
traps, and trying to delusions about relationship matters.
true.
They can
And that
be
is what I
like
don't
world
understand.
class smart. Yeah.
And how do you feel about she blaming this lady? Hi the beach, Beachy. How do you feel about that? Is that fair?
It's not
Or mm,
it's not fair to me. It's not fair to me, but
mm,
no, it's not fair to me. But I think that, like, Beach was on Pizarro's the other night when Seven
mm,
Stars was supposed to interview Pizarro the other night, and she
mm.
didn't show up. And
Who did not show up?
Seven Stars didn't show up, and
Oh wow.
so I came late to the interview, and
Mm-hmm,
Beach was already up there, and like Beach was just talking and talking and talking and talking about their situation,
mm-hmm,
and I was like on another site, and she was just like basically background noise, and I was on another site shopping, and
mm-hmm,
I was like, after a while, and I was like, why? How long has she been up here? And
mm-hmm,
I went and I like did the red ball, and
mm-hmm.
I saw that the live had been up for like 3 hours,
Oh
and then I
wow.
hit the link, and I said, Beach, I don't understand what you have to contribute to this conversation. I said, I know that you guys had, you and all three of them had, the other two of them had something in common in the beginning, but
Mm-hmm,
at this point, why are you what is it that you still have to talk about this situation? And she was like, well, I'm just saying, and I said, but Beach, you're no longer involved in this anymore, because Seven Stars has made her position well known about how she feels about Beach, but I don't understand why she still is active in this conversation, because it
mm-hmm.
doesn't have anything to do with her. And I just let her
True,
know, because it just like baffled me a little bit.
true. Because the same thing I was looking at, because all that I remember the first time I encountered Beach, um it was on Brianna's. Hi Brianna. It was on Brianna's platform. She was there. They had some confrontation herself, Brianna and the guy, the official guy, or Dusty,
Hmm.
whatever they call him, right?
Hmm.
And at that time, even I myself thought that Beach and this guy had some kind of intimate relationship, until it was told, around the street, everything is going to go around. And they said, no, she's a married woman and he is a married man, and they were just friends. So everyone who was in the B sector that time knew about that. If even they weren't sure if this guy was married, if even 7-Eleven was not sure he was married, isn't that around that time? Because marriage was surrounding his name. At that time, don't you think that would have been the right thing to go docs to find out what the hell is going on? How the fuck you gonna blame this woman of bringing stuff to you, or looking after your business, when you're a grown woman that you should be looking after your own business, and putting the blame on her instead of put the blame on him? So everything
No,
was shifted off of him. I was looking at that and shifted on the Beachy when it comes to 7-Eleven. I don't
yeah,
understand that.
No, that no one's responsible for who you choose to have a relationship with. No one's responsible for giving you information about the person that you're in a relationship with. Uh, it doesn't seem like her and Beach were friends prior to the relationship. They may have, I don't know if they were acquaintances or anything like that, but it doesn't seem like this so-called friendship was formed until after she and official start talking. So just because she and official start talking, and now all of a sudden Beach is in your realm of quote unquote friends, it is still not her responsibility to divulge what, it's not my responsibility to tell my best friend she's been my best friend for years, and she started dating this guy. It's not my responsibility to tell this guy all my best friend's secrets.
Correct, correct, correct. And this is the next thing too. All these so-called friends, anyway, that's a whole chapter. They have so much. I have never seen friendship formulate so fast in this B sector. And sometimes I wonder, do people know the true definition of friends?
That's why I said quote unquote friends,
Yeah,
because yeah. Hmm.
yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't want to touch you and Nina's situation right now. We're gonna get there. So because I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, we're gonna talk on that. So okay. Now let's go to Dovey. No, let's go to Miss the lady over there. 3 cents lady. Let's go to her and the dipping lady. The diving for I don't know what lady. That lady.
Okay. Okay, so I didn't watch any of Tracy's. I didn't even go read the community board. Somebody flashed what Diving had said on in a chat that Tracy had put on the community board, or maybe I saw it on Lipstick Alley or something. I didn't go over to Tracy's because I don't do Tracy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's my understanding. This is my understanding of the situation: is that Diving was in another person's chat and was talking badly about Tracy. If I recall, I think it might have been Dovey, and
Mm.
then she went to another sector and was also talking badly about Tracy. Is that the proper information?
Yep.
Okay, so I find it so apropos that Diving was the person who came over to somebody's chat and went back and told Tracy I was saying something about her that I didn't say. And then Tracy got all mad and talked about she had the receipts and come over. I have the receipts. And what she was told is absolutely what I did not say. And at that point, that's when Tracy and I fell out. So Diving has been doing this for a long, long time. And so Tracy gets what she deserves. Heat Wave, I think you dropped off. I don't see Heat Wave up here anymore. Do you guys see Heat Wave? Oh, she's back. Heat Wave.
Okay,
I
Ronnie,
can't.
could you hear me?
Okay, you're back.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Uh huh.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you did you hear what I said? I looked and
No.
you just dropped off. I said Diving was the exact same person who went and told Tracy that I was in a chat saying something about her that I didn't say, and Tracy went live with my name in the title, and I have the receipt. I have the receipt. And then when Diving finally sent the receipt, and I told her I hadn't said that, and when she finally got sent the receipt, it's I had said something differently than what she was told, but she still called herself mad and catching me about something I had not said that came from Diving. And so, therefore, Tracy gets what she deserves. I don't know
Correct.
how many other people have been alienated from Tracy because of this, but she gets what she deserves, and that's it, and that's all.
Give me 1 minute. Continue talking. 1 minute. I'm doing something. Let me just mute for a
Okay,
minute.
okay. Now, Jay Dunn, you want to know if She's back up there now. Who's back? Oh yeah, diving. Um, Heatwave's back up here. Jay Don, what do you mean if Carrie taught Heatwave how to use StreamYard? I saw kind of saw something about that. I'm proud of Heatwave for using StreamYard though. Hey, Jadon, and I caught your live. I did the replay on your live, and that was a very informative live. Hey, Treasure Lane, that was a very informative live. I really like that demo that you did with that product. And I was like, oh, that is cool because it was funny that so many people had like so many questions about that, and that was really good information that you gave Brianna to tag, these certain type of videos because they get to a larger market. And with you just saying that was very informative, that was very nice of you. People try to play you to the left, but you gave some very good information in that video.
Okay, I'm back. Yes, Ronnie, sorry about that.
No
Yeah, so
problem.
coming back to that situation there, I think they both deserves each other because this is not the first time that she was modding for that person over there. And so she know about the situation, and that person is only loyal to one person in this beef sector, regardless of what she's gonna, that's her home over on the other side, right? But what I don't understand, the hypocrisy of it all when it comes to that friendship stuff. Why is she getting mad now? You see what I'm speaking about? She's mad. And listen, lady, you could tear me up if you want to. I'm just speaking facts. This is with no malicious intent. Anyway, so she's speaking, she's mad about the dipping lady. She's saying things about her and probably her new relationship. But she was calling you mom just the other day. It sounds so idiotic, but anyway, to each his own. And when your friend, your so-called friend, your bestie, was getting ripped to shred, because I personally saw in chats where this dipping lady was trolling the misunderstand lady, you understand, and ripping
Right.
her to shreds, and all of these things. She was in the chat, I probably complaining to her bestie, and nothing was done. Nothing was done. And that's what I'm saying. That is the time the Tree Sense lady should have shouted out
Excuse
and
me,
put
Heat
her in
Wave.
check.
Excuse me, Heat Wave.
Hmm.
They want you to check in the back to make sure nobody hit the link to come
Oh,
up.
okay. Okay. No, I haven't seen anyone here.
Okay. So
Someone is up here. If you were up here, please come back, whoever it is, because I'm now learning this. What Jaden is saying about
you don't have the little bell that goes off. The volume for the bell that goes off is it goes. It makes like a poop sound that goes off when someone comes back.
Roddy, you can embarrass me today. I barely learned to do this. Someone
Yeah,
else would have to learn me
well,
about Bell.
we're gonna have to show you how
Okay,
to do
I see Jaden now. I see Jaden. Okay.
Okay, because
Okay.
there's a little bell
Yeah.
sound that makes a pop when someone comes in the back. Even if you're talking
Okay.
to someone, you hear a pop, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how everybody knows like somebody's back there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm
it
gonna
was
learn
me
about that.
back here before Heat Wave, but
Oh,
I
I'm
didn't want
sorry.
anything. No, it's okay.
Mhm.
I was just shocked because I was like, who in the hell taught Heat Wave how to use StreamYard?
Carrie, very
Because
Carrie.
the last time I came over here, you did the regular YouTube live. So that's all. I was just up in here shooting the shit with you, and I
Thank you.
realized that you didn't know that I was back there.
Oh,
So
I'm
that's why I just
sorry.
went in the regular chat. No, it's okay. But I
Okay.
didn't want anything. I'm just listening to y'all. Hey, Ronnie.
Okay, so we
Hey,
just
J
shooting the
Dog.
ship. So yeah, so I'm looking at that. How come, she didn't say anything? How come she didn't stop that? Because for me, if I have a bestie or my best Judy, whatever, I'm not gonna have anybody getting so far because I will say something. But you see, when you don't nip it in the bud, right? It goes further and it just spread, and until it got a fungus and now you want to pull it back, it's too late.
Girl, it's that was the same thing with the Paulette and the MU situation, and oh,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know, I didn't I didn't see it, I didn't know that it was happening when
Mm-hmm.
it was happening right there in broad daylight on the panel. So it's that is her mo.
Correct, 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 correct. It is what it is,
Hmm.
Like I said, to each his own, because that same, I don't have nothing good to say on that dipping lady. Because just the other day, someone brought it to my attention that she did an upload, right? She did something. So I went over there. It wasn't too, I think it's like 20 minutes or something like that. It's 20 hot. Listen, I was so aggravated. I was fighting the air. You hear me? Because this woman was speaking all kinds of shit. She went back to Wiley and she was saying she thought she's thinking that everybody is still mad at her because Wiley is the one who brought her out and saying no, she's not a black woman, she's a white woman, right? And she's thinking a lot of people don't know about that, nor do they care. That was between herself and Wiley. Everybody still accepted her here until she sort of used the N-word, and she went forward and she went forward and she went forward because she's just concentrating on what happened to herself and Wiley over there years ago. And she think that we stupid, that we don't remember what she did. But I can remember when she came after me and speaking about the ship, like she put me in a boat or whatever she think that I came over here on. Nobody, this woman, her a 3 cents lady, she makes sure she shared the shit, she shared it. She shared it loud and clear. Okay. So I don't know if that was a way of getting back to me, but at the end of the day, it was an insult for all black people because
Hmm.
that's how she feels. Now, it have a lot of white people. I am not, when it comes to race and all of that, I have nothing against no one who look different from me until you come in my lane and you're
Yeah,
gonna come and fuck with me.
until you come trying to play me for
Sorry,
dumb
this noise.
about black issues. That's when
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because
I don't even know how to get to that
mm,
person's page. I would never even seek out that person's page. I don't even know the name of her page. I don't I don't even she's like a really a non-factor. And I hear these little stories, oh, yeah, she's notorious. I don't even acknowledge her at all. It's like she's like nothing to me.
nothing that she says out of her mouth. Because look, there are a lot of mixed. We don't even know who is who behind most of the avatar. We don't know. You understand? And we are not looking. You understand what I'm saying? But she's always coming out with things like jungle, slave, and certain words that you're speaking on. You know, it's gonna cause a conflict because people is gonna feel a way. It might not affect you, but it may affect me. Sometimes there's something there that you say that's gonna trigger me. So, like I said, to each his own sometimes, but certain things, you got to look at it and you should say, you shouldn't let it just go by over and over and over again. Fuck that shit, you know? Mm-mm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Some things is very much unacceptable. I don't like it. So what I'm saying, if it when she was doing all of those things to your bestie, let's go back to the friend stuff. You didn't have anything to say. But once it's touching you with maybe a next probably bestie, now you have a problem. And now I'm gonna go straight into Dovey. So I was surprised that Dovey and this lady have a situation that today I was in Dovey's chat and very Carrie, I made a comment and very Carrie said, is that the real heat wave? I'm like, yes. At this time, Dovey chat was coming to an end. And I know why probably very Carrie said that. Because what I said, look, I think it said something like I wish you guys speak on it or try to mend things or whatever, because I don't know if the 3 cents lady has something on Dovey. And Dovey, if you're in the bushes, if you're hearing or whatever, hopefully you're gonna hear this. If someone give you a donation, unless you take it on the false pretenses, it's nothing for you to be ashamed of. And if they want to air it out, that is saying more of them than you. Okay. So if I go and I give someone donations, right? They did not bully me for that. You're free. Hey, you can't go and get when it's mad day, you're gonna say I want it back, or this is what I did for you and all of that. That is kind of weak. That is kind of weak. Because look, she should be the last one to say anything. Oh, I did not say I give you money for your trip or whatever. So you gave her money for for her trip. Okay? She asked for assistance. I don't know. You gave it to her. You see? She did not trick you out of it. She did not borrow it. Right? So if we
Mhm.
start all talking about what we give to each other, we're gonna have a backup here.
Well, I
A backup
say,
for years.
okay, I heard about that. Like it was something said like, "Oh, and that money that I gave you, you can keep it." Well, if you gave me it, then of course I'm going to
Of
keep it.
course.
If you loaned it to me, then and you say I can keep it, then that's like telling me that something different that I know that I don't have to give it back. But you, how do you say that money that I gave you, you can keep because you're a scammer? I either heard or read about that comment as well.
Yeah, that don't even make any sense to me. And that's what I'm saying. Like these people, I don't know. I don't know what to say. What I gave to you, you gave it. It's already done or whatever. What you gonna do about that? Speak on
Yeah.
it. You gave it. She did not trick you out of it, and now you're calling her. You're actually trying to. You see, that's what I don't understand with people. And it opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. Now
Isn't
you,
Dovey going on Juicycation?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, I am just waiting. I thought that she was going on Juicycation. The last that I heard, I thought that Dovey was definitely going to Juicycation. So if Dovey goes to Juicycation, and what I want to know is how many hours before that ship sails will there be a story on the local news about uprising on a ship?
You think anyone gonna fight?
I think I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised to hear a story on the news about that little trip.
Well,
I'm
you
just
see why I wouldn't take that seriously. You know why? Hi, Mr. Bradley. When Mr. Bradley had his show, right? When everybody was I think they were in Atlanta. I think that's where Nicole I
and D
think
Ramsey.
huh
Uh-huh. Nicole and D Ramsey.
yeah it
And
had this girl, the lady.
Jay Wilson and Tim.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Nothing happened. Nothing. So
But they had to hold them back. They had to hold Tim back from Jay Wilson, and Jay Wilson starts stuffing that food in his mouth and walking away and stuff. But remember, Tim was across that counter, about to jump across that counter on Jay Wilson. They had to hold Tim back. And let's be real. And Jay Wilson just starts stuffing shrimp in his mouth.
but okay, that fight, I could see that happening if they didn't hold back Uncle
And
Tim.
then it was said that D Ramsey threw a pillow and hit Nicole Tyler as well, and they had to hold D Ramsey back from jumping on Nicole. That's what was said. They didn't show any footage of that happening, but it was said that that happened as well. Tim even said that.
Well, I don't know if they was gonna really fight or if that was for the camera or what. Because
Have you
mhm,
seen D Ramsey
not
lately?
recently, I heard she got very small.
Very, very small. Very
Oh,
small. Yeah, she's in Mexico now, and
mhm.
yeah, she has some interesting videos.
Well, I hope she's healthy. I do hope so. And this is just a weight loss journey, and
Hmm.
she's not sick from the bottom of my heart because whether you get along with someone or not, sickness and
Right.
death is something I have a lot of respect for. So D
Yeah.
Ramsey, best wishes, and I hope that this is about a health a
Yeah.
weight loss journey.
Yeah,
Okay.
she said that she's on a health journey, and she
Okay.
talked about doing colon therapy,
Okay.
to clean out her body and what she eats, and not drinking alcohol. And she's lost over 100 pounds. So
Wow.
she
Good for her.
she's talking about it in as a health journey.
Okay. Good for her. Good for her. So that I understand. But all in all, I don't think these people is gonna fight, please. Um they like to call the popo. The same people that say that they want to pull up and all that crap. People who is bad and they're gonna do something, they don't turn around and call the popo. Please. Mm-mm.
So, is the new beau going on the trip? I've heard rumors that this new beau is actually going on the trip.
Oh man. Mm. Well, I guess that would be the honeymoon. I wish them luck, But I don't understand why everything have to. I guess with the ratings, they're looking for them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand that. That's not my life. I don't understand that. Bringing everything out there, knowing how things,
Worked
to
out the
each his
last
own.
time.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
And they're
it's my
calling it dating.
understanding that he's from the same sector. So the
Uh,
sector of people, of men who are really kind of the same way that her former beau was.
oh my. Oh my.
So that's why I think that that is going to be an interesting trip if these people are at play in it. These Dovey, who's mad at her, and the new beau and everything that comes with meeting a
Mm-hmm.
person on the first time, and now you're on a public platform, and then you have all these other people, supporters and stuff there too. And
Mm-hmm.
you know how certain people like to put on a performance in front of the camera. So if the people are going to be there, they're still going to have to put on their performance. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because what happened, I remember I saw a little piece when Dovey had started her live and she was calling out to the Three Sins lady and she was speaking on like her concern, but I didn't know how far she got in and what happened after. That Three Sins is very annoyed with her and was cursing her out really bad, really, really, really bad. So I don't know how far Dovey went, how far she went in, you know. For me, I mean to say you bring this thing was outside on a public platform for days from the time it started to the time it ended. It was out here. And if people is going to speak on it, I don't know if she was speaking on the new person. I don't know if she was speaking on the old relationship. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. The confusion in what you could speak on and what you cannot speak on. You understand? How
Hmm.
can you like censor someone because they want to speak on what you brought out here? You see, I don't understand that.
You can't. You can't. Unless they're in your chat, you can't. And the
Exactly.
only way you can censor someone on what you put out on the internet is if you're censoring your very own chat. You cannot
Correct.
censor what someone says. You may not like what they say. You can retort what they say, but you don't have to like it because you put it out here, and they don't have to like what you put out here.
Correct. Correct. Because to me, that is crazy. Because if you, okay, and people, you see this love, and I love you, babe, and I love, and I love, and I love. And these two people had a good, like you got to say, a YouTube relationship. She was supporting Miss Dovey, and I guess Dovey was supporting her. And if something like that happened, the way she was vicious. What I
Who was
heard, she was
she?
vicious
Who
on
was
Dovey.
this? Dovey? Oh, the other one was.
Yeah.
You're making me gonna have to go watch it. I didn't see Dovey's anything Adobe, but a view is on here, and she said Adobe is doing real well at dragging people lately. So
Mm-hmm.
I heard that Adobe has been on one and has been
Mm-hmm.
like dragging the girls,
Mm-hmm.
balls. So I may have to go. You guys are making me gonna go watch Adobe and the response.
Yeah, they were it's like for drag or whatever. And I don't understand. It's something if Dovey was not bringing anything out to me that she did not make up someone's name and is lying on her to say, "But okay, this did not happen. We never saw this happening." And if she want to speak on it, how could you get mad with her?
View said that they are dragging for their very soul, And Sparkling Water says they don't want people to say anything critical about them, but they want to say whatever they want to say about everyone.
Amen. Amen to
Exactly.
that. Amen to that. That, see, that is the reason why I was speaking on it. You cannot want to say what you want to say, and sometimes you get it wrong. Okay. And then when somebody is speaking on you, you're that annoyed, you're that upset and all of that. You're not different, you're not exempt from what is going on here. You're not. You all could speak on each other, right?
Exactly.
So Dovey was saying all that. I remember Dovey was saying something with why you bring my children, don't speak on my kids, something to that. It went down and who could make who something but wire hangers, and oh my god. The
Oh
wire
my
hanger
goodness.
story. You know about the wire hangers, right,
Right,
Ronnie?
right, 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 right.
The wire
Shit. The
hangers.
way things are going, we're gonna go back to women are gonna have to go back to
Yeah,
that.
that is
Yeah, you know.
scary. That is
Mhm.
scary.
Yeah.
That wire hangers is scary. I lost a cousin I hear when she died. I was very young, so I heard about the wire hangers and the things that women was doing back
Hmm.
then.
Hmm.
And I said that's terrible.
So
Because
they're going all the way there, huh?
that's terrible. They would have a lot of deaths, a lot of God forbid, God forbid. This is not fair. Either which way, it's not fair. You know, so they're going all the way back there. Hopefully not, but I was surprised when Dovey speak on it. I had to laugh there.
And
The coat hangers,
it,
dangerous.
it is
So,
so
mhm,
funny. It is
mhm,
like so funny that people don't understand that women had a choice. Women
mhm,
had a actual choice what they wanted to do, but that decision has been taken away from them. So when you Tracy one time called herself reading me, and she said,
mhm.
"Where are your kids at? Where are your children? You're barren." And I am like, "Okay,
Run.
where are your children at?" I
Mhm.
didn't even respond. It's just like you act like you have a house full of children walking around there, and everyone who don't have children had a choice. Not
Correct.
everyone, but a lot of people. That just because you don't have children doesn't mean you cannot have children. That means
Correct.
you decided to make your choice. A lot of women made choices, and it's not because they are barren. It is just like so ridiculous. These are actually women who actually say these things. They are so brain dead. Like
Mhm.
just because you don't have a child, like you don't have the ability.
Mhm.
And so therefore, that's why these men who are making decisions for women feel like they have the superiority to make the decision for all women, because you have some women who are so stupid not to even recognize that their body, their choice.
Correct.
So don't get mad when these men come up and make decisions for your body
Correct.
and take your choice away from you.
Look, Monica, I have a sister, and she's married for over, let's see, something like 23 years, right? Now they have no kids. She's not barren. Nothing is wrong with him. Nothing is wrong with her. The reason being, the person who she fell in love with, the sicknesses, right, that came from that he has over on his side, is the same thing that was going on our side. And I'm talking with major, this is not a fresh cold, or not even asthma, although asthma is, it's a life threatening, disease. This is real, real major. So everything that he have, it's over here too. So they decided not to, procreate.
Because these things could be transferred onto his
Correct.
offspring, is what you're saying. Yeah,
Correct.
it's
That is
understandable.
correct.
Like it's crazy. So they like to demean and humiliate to take people's voice away. That's why
Hmm.
they are so vicious when they drag. I mean, it's like it can only be vicious if you internalize their ignorance.
Correct.
That's the only way it can be vicious. You know, and a lot of the things that people say, it really reflects more on them than the people that they're saying these things to.
True, true,
Like
true.
that was how we started this conversation. What are
Yeah.
the rules in the beef sector?
Mm-hmm.
How far will you go? I will only
Yes.
go as far as my humanity and as my morals will let me go, and I don't go. And other people have different standards, different morals than but I won't let them take me there because they have different morals than me. That's the whole topic. How what are the rules in the beef sector?
Mm-hmm. Now let's go over now to yourself and Nina. I don't know if Nina's anywhere around, but I don't want to fight. Well, what can I say?
Did you watch
Now,
my video yesterday, Heat Wave?
no, I did not. I
Okay,
didn't
you're
even
gonna
know you were live at first, but I'm
Okay,
gonna go look at
you're
it.
gonna have to watch my video, but you can ask me a few questions
Okay.
because I have like explained
Thank
this
you.
to exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
I have put up
I could
receipts,
imagine.
I have played videos, and all the facts are there. Nina is a straight up liar, and all these things she attributed to me were just basic lies about a conversation, and that's it, and that's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what I want to ask, right? Um, do you believe? Do you believe sorry. Do you believe Nina is a white woman?
When I first came in here, when she first came in here, I would
Mm-hmm.
say, I know, I thought she was definitely a white woman. Now you have a lot of people who have since then
Mm-hmm.
stated, oh, I think she's from another country. I think that whatever she is, it does not matter to me because
Mm-hmm.
they want to say that she may be a black person from another country. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if she's a black person from another country, if she doesn't know our experiences, she's a
Mm-hmm.
black person from another country who doesn't know our experience. So that's where the disconnect is. If that is true,
Mm-hmm.
if she doesn't know the ins and out of what we go through, why
Mm-hmm.
is it she is so adept on going reaching for slavery references? But she doesn't know what we go through in the 1990s, but
Mm-hmm.
she can go back and pull from slavery references to reference black people in this beef sector.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't give a fuck what
Mm-hmm.
Nina is. Nina is a poison into black people. I don't care what she is. All
Mm-hmm.
she is a divisive person, and you have people who are so slow that benefit from having Nina around, that will keep her around, not seeing that the only reason she is here is to cause division amongst black people. That's my stance on Nina.
And you're not gonna change.
Not at all.
Okay. So supposedly that Nina had came up and said, okay, whatever she said on Kerry's platform, because that was a nice live. I went back and I replayed that because I didn't even know Kerry was live. That was really nice. And say like she had said, look, Ronnie Q, I'm sorry, that I did not quite or I misspoke or whatever. Would that have made a difference?
No, because she has continued to lie since then. She has continued to pour more lies on top of it. I wasn't even going to make a video, but
Mm-hmm.
this happened like 6 days ago, and she's
Mm-hmm.
still out creating more lies and more lies and more lies. What I did was I went through them one by one. I played recordings that disproved everything that she said, that me and Miss Cruiser said, and I'm done with it. I'm not going back and forth with someone
Mm-hmm.
who wants to just every time she hits the panel talk about colorism, change the topic to colorism, and act as if every black person doesn't respect themselves if they don't have the same views that she has about colorism, and
Mm-hmm.
think that racism and police brutality is less important than colorism, and therefore if you don't feel the same way she do about colorism being over police brutality, you're dumb and stupid. See, she tries to come
Mm-hmm.
in here and act as if everybody in this sector is uneducated and don't if you don't agree with her, you're not trying to understand her. No, I
Mm-hmm.
understand you and I understand me, and we are
Mm-hmm.
two different people, and what's more
Correct.
important to you does not have to be more important to me, and vice versa. But
That's
don't
true.
try, if like, okay, if you're you're whatever island you're from. I don't
Mhm.
want to ask
Mhm.
whatever island you're from.
Mhm.
Your experience growing up there, you may not have experienced. Let's say you in your island, you never experienced high-rise buildings. So
Mhm.
then you come over here, and
Mhm.
then you want to tell me something about high-rise buildings and
Mhm.
facts about high-rise building, why they're a bad thing. But
Mhm.
this is a normal thing for me. This is
Mhm.
normal. So you can't force your opinion about high-rise buildings, and like if I live in a high-rise, you can't
Mhm.
force your opinion on something that is normal to me,
Mhm.
on me, based upon your experience of not living with high-rise buildings where you're from.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand perfectly what
Yeah.
you're saying. So I don't know if Nina is from another country. I really don't know. Unless she grew up here, I don't know. Could it be that she grew up? Maybe she's from a different country, but she grew up here, so most of her life is over. I don't know.
It doesn't,
Really
it's
doesn't
all
matter
of
when it
it.
comes
And
to
see,
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
thing about it.
yeah.
See, I'm not going to share. See, she wants to have these nuances where, oh, I don't know where she grew up. Oh, she's not from here. Oh, she is from here. Oh,
Mhm.
fuck a nuance. What she
Mhm.
says is some insulting stuff. She doesn't know this. She doesn't know. She's not from here. But why is it that she can always go? She knows a whole lot about slave insults, though. She knows a whole lot about plantation insults, though. And then they give her an out. I'm not giving her an out. Period.
Well, I don't want to be here as a hypocrite. Away from all of this that's going on, I get to know Nina from the beef sector here, and I have I have a fondness. I like Nina. I never hid that, but when it's coming on to this situation, I listen. I try not to get involved because I like Nina. I like you, and I know a lot of people say it's bullshit. It's not bullshit. That's how I feel. So both of you, you Ronnie Q, I, I respect you. I like you a great lot. Okay,
I like you
believe
too
me,
as well. I
believe me.
like you as
Okay,
well, Wave. That's
so
why I'm here.
the reason why I stay away from this, because I don't want to have to say anything. I'll keep my opinion, most of it, to myself. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's the only way that I could do it. It's very hard because things like this I like to speak on, so it's not very easy for me. And I'm quite certain they have quite a few people. It's not that they don't want to say anything. Maybe they're facing the same problem that I'm facing too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you like who you like. It's like
Yeah.
it's nothing like off me because
Hmm.
yeah, I like you. That's why I'm here.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
rules in the beef sector.
yeah, that's the situation there. And I just hope that I just hope that this will stop. I don't like when we get to that part of with the colorists. I really, because it's always a fight. It's gonna always have people who's not gonna agree, because you cannot force me to agree to something that I'm not seeing. That would be crazy, and I'll be stupid to have somebody make me believe what they're believing, and I'm believing something different. You understand what I'm saying? That's weak.
It's not that I don't believe in
Mm.
colorism. That wasn't even the point.
Yeah.
We were talking about a whole different topic, and
Mm-hmm.
then colorism once again got bought into it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't supersede something
Mm-hmm.
else with colorism in every conversation, because colorism does not supersede
Mm-hmm.
everything in black American life.
Correct.
Colorism
Correct.
is not the superseding factor in black American life in the
I
US.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so
I got you.
I agree about all the tones of colorism. Colorism is within our own race, and
Mm-hmm.
within not just the black people, Asian Americans, uh, Filipinos, Spanish Americans. Colorism goes across the board, but it is within people of the same race.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be, and it includes all races across the globe, but it's
Correct.
something within. like something like they call what do they call it, black on black crime.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting within, you're killing within yourselves.
So
Well,
yeah,
they only want to say black on black crime, but more white people kill among themselves.
true.
You kill most killings happening are crimes of proximity of people who you live closest to, but they only call it black on black crime. There's
Mm-hmm.
Asian on Asian crime, there's Hispanic on Hispanic crime, there's white on white crime that
True.
happens just as much as black on black crime. So that's my whole point. So let's not pretend like everyone over here needs to be taught anything by you. Like everyone over here is not educated, and if they just don't talk on that one subject, that
Mm-hmm.
they don't care about their community, they cannot be proficient and speak on other things that are important in their community or to them as an individual.
Correct. Correct. One more topic I want to touch. What you think about the situation with Ness in this heat and hi Ness, hi this heat and
I
Miss
don't.
Bizarro. Hi Miss
I really
Bizarro.
don't. It's just a clown show. I just really don't. It's just it's really pathetic, and
Why did
the
you
two
say
of
it's
them
a clown
together.
show?
Yeah, I just don't. That's just something I don't do. I don't do the seat, and I don't do nest because like the whole positions of you have to respect her, and if you're going to be in my chat you have to respect her. Well, she hasn't created any respectability about herself. There's nothing
Correct.
respectable about her. So okay, I don't have to respect anyone based upon your command. Someone who doesn't even know how to navigate life properly as a grown woman, a grown mother. Why would I let somebody who doesn't even know how to take on their own life responsibilities tell me who I have to respect? Are you serious? No, thank you.
But something, let me talk about this heat. Ness, don't come for me, please. Now she came here, dropped from the skies wherever she came from. And let's be fair, she came straight and attacked Jaden. And I was very, very upset because at that time I would I would be on in most chats. I'll be there, but I would not be in the chat, like watching from the clouds to the sky or whatever they see, right? And this woman came straight, and I thought she did Jadon had some kind of past before she came and attacked. What I don't understand with the B sector, and this was my problem, when she came down and she attacked. Now, people will say, sometimes they'll say, okay, we could attack Jaden, but she's one of us. So where the fuck was everybody when this woman just come in and attacking? What they
But
did, what I see they did, and I'm not going to take it back. They went and they gave this woman support. They supported this woman, right?
But wait a minute, he wait
Mm-hmm.
one point.
Mm-hmm.
That day, the very first day that she dropped down, she attacked Jay Dunn by name, she attacked the Miss O by name, and she attacked me by
Oh,
name.
really?
The very first day. A lot of people always forget that. A lot of people always want to say she just attacked Jay Dunn and the Miss O and forget that she attacked Ronnie Q too
Well,
by
I didn't
name.
know that, Ronnie
Yes,
Q.
she did.
Wow.
The very first day she
Wow.
dropped in. Okay, continue.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks for informing me about that. I never knew about that. Anyway, when she came down here, and what they did, in turn, they go and they supported her. Because what I saw, where I saw this lady or man or whatever she's identifying herself as, in high Reader Hall to Philadelphia. I saw her in that chat, and I can't remember. I think this is a show. I'm not sure. The person had a funny name, right? So this heap, she was raising a lot of points about the B sector. So I was just looking at her comment and keep on looking at her comment. She was conversating with this other person that had I've never heard about the person before. I guess I was just seeing the name, but someone told me no, that person was around for a little while, right? Person she was conversating with. So I think I'm not 100% sure, or someone, she was reading a comment, she could have been reading a comment and said, like somebody said, well, why don't you open, you know, have your own platform or whatever, whatever. And she said, no, 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 right? She's not interested in that. The next time I saw her, I think she was in Lady Nika. Hi, Lady Nika. She was in Lady Nika's chat. And they said, no, sorry, in Brianna's chat. And the same person and her was conversating. So I don't know why I was looking at these two people like that. And this person said, her, no, 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 you should think it over, whatever, whatever. And something else she said that was brought to, I think, Brianna's attention, and they read her comment or whatever, whatever. And she was still saying she's not interested in that, she's not interested in that. It was about 2 days after, the next thing I know, this heat was going live, and everybody went and supported her, because I was, even after that, she was coming over. She got a lot of promotion from Miss Pizarro. I spoken that, I said, like,
Right.
y'all just roll out the red carpet.
And now
The
look at now listen to how
mm,
she talks about Bree. Now she set
yep,
her ass up on Bree's panel and Pizarro's panel
yep,
at infinitum. They propped her up, let her stay up there, and now look what she turned around and did.
uh-huh,
And
mm-hmm,
Ness was her final lifeline because Bree and Pizarro liked Ness, so they supported Ness. So she latched on to Ness like the succubus she is. So it is just like I don't even have time for dumb shit.
yes, it is what it is. I mean to say, they supported, I spoke on it, and I even spoke on the lady that I was supporting at the time, and she was coming over there. But then I paid attention. I said, wait a minute. She's going over where the numbers are, you know? She's going over to the chats that have numbers. And I said, you know what? She know exactly what she's doing. And she got the support, because when I said something in that lady's chat, and she was like saying, they don't understand why when new people come, it's like she made it a sarcastic remark, right? Like when people come, we giving them a hard time or whatever, whatever. That's not the point. The point was, this said person that has so much to speak on said she was around for 3 fucking years. You never dropped down, and I should believe that. And still yet, when certain
The
things were asked of her,
attention whore that she is, has been around for 3 years. We were to believe and never dropped down. The
thank
person
you.
who, from the first day she sat on panels, hit links and sat on panel, even if she had nothing to contribute.
Okay.
We are to believe that she was here for 3 years. It's a bunch of
Okay.
bullshit, and I'm sick of these people propping up bullshit. I mean, it's like I understand that a lot of people around here may not have different life experiences
Mm-hmm.
and may not be smart people, but why do they continue to prop up bullshit? Now they were supporting Ness, and now they would go live and say, okay, we're going over to Ness live, supported Ness. Ness started getting numbers, and then what did Ness do? She turned her ass up to them to kiss.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same. It's the same cycle. And then, Nina had the nerves to say yesterday, "Oh, Ronnie Q doesn't need the Miss O anymore, so she doesn't have the colorism. She's not championing the colorism topic anymore, and I guess she's gonna find something else to support because she no longer needs the Miss O because she has Lipstick Alley to support her. There are far more people in the beef sector than there are in Lipstick Alley. Number one. Number two is I have never needed the Miss O. The Miss O offered me nothing. I gained nothing from the Miss O. The Miss O was one who had me in her back fighting and for her when I saw the overt colorism that was thrown at her and people tried to downplay it. So to actually try to sit up here and act as if Ronnie Q gained something from D Miss O is laughable. But they ignore how these people admit later on that this heat was paying me. Yeah, I was getting money for this heat. That's why I left on the panel, even though your mods, your supporters were left in and you
Mm-hmm.
didn't disrespect your mods, your people, anything, but I was getting money. But then people who actually build up their platforms from whatever it is that they have to say, whatever it is that they have to offer, you're going to try to say that somebody actually used the Miss O for something. The Miss O offered nothing to my page.
Because you were just keeping it real. You were already established here. You were around for
Exactly.
a long
And,
time.
and that's what Nina says. And see, it's the lying and the trying to recreate history and trying to act as if I am somebody that I am not, like I'm a user, when you guys sit around here and ignore all the actual users. I don't need anybody to do anything for me. Thank goodness that people hear me and what I have to say and are interested. And I appreciate everybody who come to support me. I do not tell somebody, well, you better cash app me, or and after I get a cash out, well, fuck you. I ain't got to do nothing just because you cash out. I don't do shit like that. But see, that
Mm-hmm.
type of behavior is
Mm-hmm.
ignored over here. The other ones who actually do fucked up shit like that.
No, well, that's not. I don't support things like that, because if someone reach into their pocket and they give you something, you don't know if if they are denying themselves something, because they have some people that work here, and work is work. Work is work, and I would never. I don't know. I cannot thumb up my face or say what you give me. Fuck you. I would never do something like that. I work hard in my lifetime, and I was proud worker. I never looked for anything. I did what I had to do, you know, to get my money. You understand? And if I'm going to give you something, it's like the other one over there that I was supporting, right? And when she came out and said, "Oh, this is all she gave me," but you see, people is so ungrateful these days. But it may be a time when you weren't able to say that, like this is what somebody gave to you. Whether somebody give you a nickel or a dime, you should be appreciative of it. Okay, especially if you said you were a working girl, you should know how fucking hard it is, because you don't know what I did for that money. You see, and that is the bullshit here. That's the shit. But at least this sector here, people comes together, because I had a situation. Not I had a situation. I wanted to help someone. I think it was close to a month now, and I came out, and it was on Mother's Day, the eve of. I think it was Mother's Day of itself, and there were three content, no, not content creator. One, I think, was a content creator. The other two, I have no idea. Probably that was a government name. It's not. I would never repeat that. And they came through. They came through, and yes, and they helped. So that person, it was more than a hot meal. Okay, because that's
Hmm.
all I was asking for, to help this poor lady with something, and they came through.
Nice.
And I was very appreciative of that. What's her name? Red Pill. What? Red Pill, right? Red Pill. Hi, Red Pill. How you
Right.
doing? She was the first one that came out, and she came up on the platform with me. She was very generous, very, very generous, and I thank her. You know, because I don't want to, ask the lady. She said she don't want, she didn't want to expose herself, but she told me to tell these people thanks, and I did. But I'm so sorry that I don't know these other two persons, because the name was not familiar to me. So I just figured out maybe that's their government name. All in all, I thank the people, the three persons that donated. I was very thankful for that. So
Yeah, but
mhm.
people would do good things out of people will do good things out of goodness of their hearts, but
Yes,
I just don't like, yeah, I just wouldn't disrespect them. I that's just not my thing.
yeah. And that's what I look at. So, along with these people that is come, I spoke on it, Ron Q, and I know a lot of people did not like what I say. I said y'all up running out the red fucking carpet for these people that just come along, and y'all give them a gracious walk free of charge to y'all not even take. Yes, I did say that. Say why y'all don't charge these people for promotion. But meanwhile, you have people right here in the sector that you guys are not even assisting. Some of you have moderators that have a channel that you all don't even know about. Y'all are not taking it to make Ninja Judy said, let me promote these people. What kind of shit is that? But people who's coming in and fly by night, you know, they're getting, you willing to show them and to hold their hands. So I didn't care who wanted to speak, who was mad. What I said, what I said, and I'm not taking it back. So when these things is happening now, I said, you got what you deserve. What the fuck can I say? You don't know these people, you know. It's like breaking bread with a fucking enemy, because look at her. Now she's trying to make the other lady turn her back on. Look, you're right, it's a bunch of confusion. It's just a bunch. And you know what? Yes, one more thing I want to say about this. Yes. You see that the channel or somebody striking Ness's platform. I think it's that same woman did that. And I'm not taking it back. Because she looked like a very jealous, envious, and snaky shit she would do. Snaky shit. I would not put it past her. Maybe that's the person who did it.
And I wouldn't put it past her as well. I mean, like, that is like the perfect candidate to have done that. And because of course it is everything they so easily. Jay Dunn did this. Jay Dunn did that.
Yeah.
Jay Dunn did this. Even when Skillet came out and said that she was the one who bought those things off the gift list, and then
Mm-hmm.
returned them. It was Jay Dunn for sure. It was Jay Dunn. Hey, it's like, so at that point, when you continue to call out Jay Dunn is the culprit for everything, and then of course it was like, oh well, everybody's going to think Jay Dunn did it. So
Exactly.
that's not what I think. That's not who I think did it. I'm with
Me
you on that.
neither.
Wade.
Because Jaden have a way. If Jaden do something, she'll stand behind her shit. That's what I like of. She'll stand behind her shit. She will come up proud and say, I did it. She wasn't gonna back from that. She's gonna say, I did that. So that was just somebody looking for some way to excuse themselves with something, and just, it is what it is. Anyway, Ronnie Q, thank you so much for being here. Everyone in the chat, thank you
Thank
guys
you
so
for
much.
having me.
I don't know if it's something else you want to say, Ronnie Q, before
No,
we
that's
wrap it
it.
up.
I enjoyed having the conversation with you. So there are
Um,
no rules for, as far as I can see, there are no rules in the beef sector. So govern yourself accordingly to your
mhm.
own morals and values is all I can do.
Thank you, Ronnie Q. Well enough said. Thank you so much for being here. It was a nice chat. I really appreciate that. And let me do some roll call before I go. Um, Thank you so much, Ronika. I really appreciate you. Um, Sophia, Sophie, thank you so much for being here. Good evening. Um, I mark you present. I almost say absent because I didn't see you when I came. So you're late.
All right, I'm gonna
You're gonna
step
get a
down.
pass.
I'm gonna step
Huh?
down. He goes, bye bye. I'm gonna
Okay,
step
thank
down
you
while
so
you
much,
call
Ronika.
call. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And have a blessed evening. So, old lady swag, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. Sparkling water, thank you so much. I haven't seen you for a while. Thank you so much for being here. Nubiology, thank you so much, my dear, for being here. I'm calling all the names that were not here earlier. Sky Blue, thank you so much for being here. You're more present. The Sage, hi, thank you so much for being here. Informant Sugar, I don't know, I like that name. Thank you so much for being here. Thank everyone. J True, thank you so much, my dear, for being here. You more present. Also, I thank each and every one of you for being here, to taking this time out to sharing it with me. Okay, and others. I appreciate you guys, and have a blessed evening. Bye bye.